Morning everyone, Mike on Monday coming to you from a field in the Plymouth area. Today we're going to talk on three topics, soil testing, a little bit on alfalfa, and the main part is on harvest loss on that combine. So soil testing, as you're getting harvest going on your farm, if that field needs soil testing, give us a call to get that taken care of before you get tillage, before you get manure on it. We want to get in and out to make ourselves efficient as well as your operation efficient. So give us a call on that if that field needs soil testing. Second, a couple of questions this past week on alfalfa, what's happening, what's new, what should I be looking for, etc. And I like to say that I've worked with Croplan an awful long time. They're one of the leaders in bringing us new technologies in the alfalfa line. What's coming across their portfolio is a phantomyces and anthracnose resistance for multiple races at this point. So they're giving us the brand new stuff that's coming more and more this year. So on top of that, you can get a stamina, that's a fungicide treatment on that seed at a 2x rate. Again, that fungicide helps us get that plant started. The genetic side of it improves the length and duration of that stand to give you quality and performance and yield for the life of that stand. So give us a shout if you got questions on that. Today, cornfield, looking at harvest loss to see how we're doing with their combines. Do we need to make adjustments, etc.? So basically what I do is I put down something that gives me a square foot. It can be square, it can be circular, it doesn't matter. I'm measuring a square foot here. I pull back the residue, clean out best you can, find any of the kernels, count these kernels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I repeat that for each row on the combine. 11, here's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, etc. So on 4, yeah, it's a 6 row, but regardless. So what I do is then calculate that. I've got, we'll just go with there's 20 per square foot divided by 6 samples taken. So I got averaging about 3.3 kernels per square foot. There are 43,560 square feet in an acre. So I multiply that 3 by that number, and there's approximately 90,000 kernels in a bushel of corn. So I'm getting 1.6 bushels of harvest loss coming off the combine. Now I'm not trying to differentiate between head loss versus internal loss at this point, but if this field was running 160 bushel, I got 1.6 bushels of loss. I've got about 1% that I've lost in here. That's well within the reasonable tolerances. Typically, if you're 1 to 2%, you've got her dialed in really well. But it's one of the things that you want to look for, again, as we're trying to get all that grain into the tank, because getting it to the scale and to the bin is where you get paid for. You know, taking your time, making sure you're hitting your target with that unloading spout, be it the combine, be it the cart you're pulling, that the grain hits the tank, etc. But
Mike, I have a question that came in via text. Can you just go over the math that you did?
Sure. Calculating
this out.
So I took my average kernels per square foot, multiplier, so I had I average 3 kernels per square foot, so 3 times 43,560 is 130 some thousand, and there's approximately 90,000. So I take that 130 divided by 90,000 for that 1.6 bushels to the acre. So 90,000 kernels per bushel is an approximate average. So it gives you a ballpark that you're working within. So number of seed multiplied by 43,560. That number divided by 90,000 will give you an estimated bushels of corn per acre. Again, we had 1.6. That's about 1% of what we had for a yield on this particular field. So our tolerance is within normal range of this setup. So we had a combine that was set up very well. Got any other questions? Fire them off to us. Have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. Be safe out there. I know we're going to try and push hard, but be safe. See you next week.